right, so are we ready for our next speaker? Oh, yes, I love it. Great. Okay, so our next speaker is Dr. Cheryl Monroe. Yes. And as I introduce her, I want you all to be upstanding, please, because she is going to be talking about the power of mindset transformation. And when I read her bio, I was like, wow, I need to read this again and make sure I don't mess this up. So please be on your feet as I introduce her. Thank you. Dr. Cheryl Monroe is a celebrated business strategist, a best-selling author, dynamic speaker, and trailblazing military veteran. With 28 years of service, she made history as the first black female Chief Warrant Officer 5 in the Army Ammunition. And I've not finished yet. Earning her induction into the US Army Women's Foundation Hall of Fame. As CEO of CK Management and Consultant Group, Cheryl leads a global consultancy dedicated to empowering small businesses to succeed in government contracting. Give a massive round of applause as we introduce Dr. Cheryl Monroe to the stage.
Hello, everyone. How y'all doing today? Thank you for that wonderful introduction. Thank you, Dr. Parul, for the invitation. Thank you, Dr. Sean Fair, for dealing with me. We'll just leave it at that. It is an honor to be here. As she said, power of mindset transformation. How many of you have thought, I couldn't do something, this is not for me? Have the imposter syndrome when you accomplish something? And so I'm here to tell you, I've had all of those. And some of them I still have today. And I was still a little bit weary when she told you all about me making history. So that's something I really don't tell a lot of people, but people tell me I need to tell people, but sometimes it feels surreal. So let me just step back and let you know how I got there, because I am a teenage mother. I had my son at 16. And so I already had societal limitations against me. So if I had just fell to the side and believed what they had told me, this was the best that you were going to be. There was nothing else for you there. You have to drop out of college. You're not going to graduate high school. I mean, there was just so many. So in my life, but my parents, my mom, God rest her soul, she was like, you will make something of yourself. You will not listen to no one, and we will work this out. And she worked to the bones to ensure that I was able to succeed in life. And then I turned around and made sure everybody that was behind me succeeded as well. I made the decision to join the military. That's how I got into the military, because my parents were taking care of me and my son, but I made that conscious decision to make grown-up decisions. So I had to make some grown-up choices. So I said, well, okay, I'm going to join the military. I left school. I left college. I signed up, came back and said, well, Mom, I'm going to the military. Boy, was that an issue. Because she was like, how did that happen? And she called the recruiters like she was just playing. They was like, ma'am, she had signed up. She's going. And that's it. So I went off. Unbeknownst to me what the military was like, I just knew it would provide me with stability. I had a child. I need stability. It was going to be a paycheck. I was going to have insurance, roof over my head. So I had to start thinking like an adult. I got there. Private, get up. Hello, oh God, what just happened? I think I might have made a mistake. On my first phone call, Mom, I think I made a mistake. Can you help me get out of here? My mama called that basic training for 8 weeks. 8 weeks every day for 8 weeks. And they called, they said, private, can you please have your mama stop calling here? Because you were stuck in the United States Army. And so that's how I began my career. As I went along in my career, I met some wonderful people. I met some people you learn from, some people you learn what not to take from. When you develop leadership, when you now become a leader, you have soldiers. I deployed into combat 6 times. That was a whole nother story there. when you in the beginning of a war, there's no shelter. Now you have people you have to take care of. It's not just about you. How do you lead scared soldiers to follow you when you have incoming mortars? They got to be able to trust you. So you have to build that. So when we talk about the power of mind shift transformation, it happened throughout my career. I mean, like when we were under attack, private, just drive. No, chief. Private, if you don't drive, I don't know what's going to happen. I can't leave you and you here, and I'll be a bad leader. Somebody push the gas, and so you get into those moments, and then when they found out we got to safety, they cried. I forgot all my training. It's okay to forget your training. We here now. We made it to the other side. You just have to believe in the people that surround you, and then everything else will work itself out, which then in turn led me into making history. I attributed that to everybody that worked with me. I didn't get there by myself. I had to have missions, job, lead. People had to believe in me. So as they believed in me, then I believed in myself. But to this day, I still have imposter syndrome. Because how did a teenage mom from Atlanta, Georgia, end up making history in the United States Army, turning around, deploying 6 times, making it home? That was nothing but God. In that moment. Because when you sit there, and a lot of things were told when I made history that my family didn't know. And as they spoke about the things that I encountered during my deployment, my family cried. Because they had no clue that at some days I just had to get up. We could be in the room now. I have to, everybody get up, run to the right. Because the bomb is coming this way. So you running this way and you see it coming this way. That was our only way of survival. They didn't know until that moment. Because I didn't speak about it. But then you have to realize that, we go through things in life. You don't have to share it. But in that moment, sharing it, they understood why. When some places, when I'm out, they too close to me. If you with me and I'm out, I'll be like, hey, they're a little bit too close to us. That's why they're in my space. I need some distance. I need to react. I need to know where the X is at. That's just me now. How are we going to maneuver if something's happened? So the power of mind shift transformation. It makes you a better person. It puts you in a position to understand your worth. Everybody has a worth here. Now, if you look at an obstacle is not a denial. Obstacles are only bumps in the road of your journey. Once you understand that, when you become successful in life, you need to turn around and bring somebody along. And that's what we do in CK Management and Consulting Group. My whole premise was to bring small businesses into the government space. The government gives billions of dollars everywhere. And so I want to make sure these small businesses understand, hey, you are worthy to be in this space, understand how you can get in this space, and let me help you transform your strategies into success. My name is Cheryl Monroe, owner of CK Management and Consulting Group, and thank you.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is Dr. Q. I am here live at the Inspire Your Confidence Summit in London. I have the amazing Dr. Cheryl Monroe, who just finished blazing the stage. Tell the people where you're from and one thing that you're enjoying about the conference thus far.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Q. I'm Cheryl Monroe. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. One thing about this conference, it is definitely inspiring your confidence.
Yes, absolutely. What's one major takeaway that you've gotten? Because we've had some fire speakers just the beginning of the show. So what is one major takeaway that you have?
One major takeaway is that it doesn't matter how you start. It matters how you continue your journey and coming over those obstacles and leading into your success. And that's what this is all about here.
Yes. Now, if individuals have not been able to make it here, why do they need to be here for the next event?
You definitely need to be in the building for this next event, because if you want to be in the room with some powerhouses that will inspire your confidence, this is definitely the place to be in London.
Yes, absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first at the Inspire Your Confidence Summit. It's Dr. Q, and we'll see you soon.